In 1999, Hasbro launched an Animorphs toy line featuring action figures of the children that can transform into animals. This sounds like standard fare, but Hasbro bizarrely advertised the line as Animorphs Transformers, with the logo and everything.
Animorphs, each sold separately.
So, in a way, this toy line is like a prototype version of the future crossover lines like Marvel and Star Wars. But let's just say there were some issues with the Animorphs toys. While the animal forms of these toys are all really solid, the human forms tend to be absolute abominations. Like Marco here, who has ultra hairy arms and legs and is built like a brick house. Like, I respect the attempt, but these human forms are absolutely hilariously bad. I especially like how they're wearing clothes, as if that's going to distract from the giant lion feet. And why is this guy dressed like Minecraft Steve? Each character has a human head as well as a mid-morph head, which is just a whole other can of worms. Besides the humans, there were also the aliens, Axe, and the villainous Visser 3. I actually think the aliens are the best figures in the line. Both have really pleasing colors, and the alt modes are both pretty interesting. There's a second version of Visser 3 that looks absolutely terrible though. I hate this thing's color scheme and how it looks. It's like an offensively ugly toy. While I think the aliens are the best toys in the series, the most fun toy has to be the Tri-Rex, a T-Rex transformer that is made up of 3 combined children. I know at some point in the books the kids go back in time and get dinosaur forms, but to my knowledge they never group digivolved into a T-Rex. While the T-Rex form is kind of amazing for 1999, the children that form the dinosaur are abominations, though I do like the one with super long arms. I just kind of like that character design. The Animorphs line was so poorly received that Hasbro canceled the line and moved some of the already designed Animorphs toys to the Beast Wars line as a final wave of toys. These last Animorphs figures were actually different though. Instead of an animal to child transformation, it was actually animal to animal. Arguably this is a much better idea for an Animorphs toy line, but ironically these toys were moved to Transformers Beast Wars where they actually made no sense. These toys were named the Mutants and featured characters like Poison Bite and Icebird? Icebird? Seriously? What a crappy name. Especially considering his polar bear mode is way cooler than his owl mode. There's actually one named Soundwave that turns into a bat and alligator. Unfortunately, his toy suffers from gold plastic syndrome. An issue early toys face where gold plastic starts to crumble like Ironhide in Dark of the Moon. These freaks barely have lore and were assigned their own faction symbol. They didn't even want to associate these guys with Maximals or Predacons. Oh yeah, and they all have a weird robot head hidden on them, a remnant of when they were supposed to be Animorphs. The Animorphs toys are absolutely cursed, but I'm happy they exist, and are an odd footnote in Transformers history.